Welcome to 77 Questions with Chesa Dental Care. And this week we have Dr. Sanghamitra with us. Hello ma'am, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for joining us. Are you ready for 77 questions?
Yes, I am, thank you.
Okay, let's start this. What does your name mean?
It's a Buddhist name. Sangha means union and Mitra means friend. Sanghamitra was Emperor Ashoka's daughter. She was a princess.
Okay, it's beautiful. Where were you born and brought up?
I'm born and raised in Shimla, that's in Himachal Pradesh.
Your favorite childhood memory?
Oh, being with the nature, I miss that so much. The mountain. Yeah.
Shimla is a very beautiful place indeed. Do you like animals?
I love them. I've always had dogs, horses, all kind of animals. I think I can live with them very happily.
Would you say you are an introvert or extrovert?
Largely an introvert, but if the situation demands, I'm an extrovert as well.
What was your dream job when you were young?
Oh, I always wanted to be vet because I love animals so much. At the same time, I also did some theatre. I thought probably I could have a future in that as well, but yes.
Okay. Then how did you get into dentistry?
My dad was a doctor and my brother an army officer. So there was a choice between either to take medicine or be a pilot. So my dad pushed me into dentistry, but at least one doctor in, whatever way he will have in the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
What drove you to choose OMFS even though it sometimes appears to be a more male-dominated specialty?
Yes, in fact, when I chose this subject, my prof said, no, it's not for women. I said, well, I would like to prove it that it's for women. And among 17 PGs, I think we were only 2 girls. And it was not easy though, but I would say it was not hard either. I think it's the mental makeup, actually.
Okay, that's very inspiring, ma'am.
Yeah.
One good memory of SDM Dharwad.
Oh, I learned a lot. I think there was so much of learning and atmosphere was beautiful. Everything which you could think of was there under one roof.
Okay. So you practice a lot of implants. How did you get into implantology?
Thanks to SDM because we have a professor from Germany. The Graffelman used to come and we had a department in OMFS. Department of Implantology, and that's how I think it began from there, my interest in very young. While doing PG itself, I was into implantology.
What is the importance of implants to dentists of today?
What's most important, I think, as far as possible, preserve teeth. And if anybody loses teeth for whatever reason, it has to be replaced by implants. There's no two words about it.
Okay. What do you look out for in the implant system you use?
Design, mainly it's the design and how soon I can load the implant, its longevity, the support from the distributor, all those, every factor has to be taken into account. Yes.
Okay. Any advice to dentists who want to join into implants?
Dentistry I think there's no dentistry without implants. That's what I would think. I would never ever recommend anybody going for any other kind of prosthesis or bridges or stuff like that.
Okay. Most challenging implant case till date?
Well, really no. Because I'm coming from surgery background, the bloodshed and all, everything comes very easily to me. But I think it's the mental makeup of the patient because patient didn't want to go through the major procedure. So for me as such, implantology is not challenging at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are the course conductor of Dental Concepts UK. How did that come your way?
Dental Concept is actually owned by a doctor called Dr. Manish Chitnis. He is into dental business masters. And he conducts a lot of, dentist, you being a doctor, you don't know to do business. So, so he teaches how to, run a practice and stuff. So he's a dear friend and he actually invited us over to UK to conduct implant workshop. And then we went subsequently, we spoke on neuromuscular dentistry, posture and stuff. So that's how it began.
Tell us about the Global Implant Academy and your experience being a founder of the same.
Yes. So after I finished my postgrad in, maxillofacial surgery, since I knew Professor Graffelman, I went to Germany to learn further implantology, and that's when he's a founder member of the Global Academy of Implantology. So that's when I started working with him, it happened, and till the time, and now he's no more, but till the time he was alive, he did a lot of work, and I was part of it to a larger extent.
Okay. We heard you also consult in Tanzania. Tell us about the process and your experience.
In fact, in Tanzania, we started way back in 2003, and I take pride in that we set up the first implant unit in Tanzania. Before that, people used to either go to South Africa or they would go to Europe or nearby to Kenya to get their implants done. But we were the first people to set up implant unit there. And ever since, we kept on going for, I think, 3 or 4 visits a year. And for a long time. And then we trained the doctors there. Now they're self-sufficient. They do it on their own. But it's been an amazing experience, and anytime I get a chance, I would love to be there, to be with them, help them, and yeah.
Okay. The next thing that we would like to discuss about is lasers. How did you get into laser dentistry?
By fluke. We were in Agra attending a perio conference, and I didn't find that very interesting, so we just went to the stall, and we saw the lasers being sold, and we took the literature and went through that, and we just bought the machine and didn't know how to use it, nothing. And after that, we went through the training. I went to Italy, and that's where we got trained, and then later on we did diploma with Aachen University and learned the know-how of implants. And I would suggest to every dentist, that's not the way to do it, that you first buy the product and then learn. I would think that first you learn and then buy the product.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to make mistakes.
Okay. Ma'am, you are very well known for face and posture analysis as well. In fact, you are one of the experts, like first experts in the country. How did you develop that interest in that field?
It so happened, I had a trainer, he was a physiotherapist, and he would always say everything is about spine. So one day I asked him, I said, when people lift weight, they clench teeth. So if you say it's everything about spine, I think there is a correlation with teeth as well. He couldn't answer that. But somehow deep in my mind, I knew there was a correlation, and I started searching. So there was a lot of material, in Google and whatever, these platforms. Then I collected everything. I started working on it.
Yeah.
And that's how it developed. I think almost 8 years I'm into it. So, yeah.
Any 3 reasons why you are so passionate about this topic?
This topic, it's very gratifying. Like if somebody comes to, it's beyond dentistry. That is something which is most important. And, that makes a dentist very powerful. Because you are entered into a domain which is most dominating, where people, suffer from migraine or backache, and they really suffer, and the sleep apnea, they snore. And as a dentist, if you are able to help them, bring them to a normal life. What more can you ask for?
That's true. Apart from helping your patients, have you personally experienced the benefits of posture correction in your personal life?
Look at my posture, isn't this beautiful?
Yeah, it is extremely beautiful.
So yes, I point out, I first work on myself. I will point out all my associate doctors, anybody, my staff around. I give a lot of importance to posture, because spine is something, as long as you have good spine, you have good health.
How legs can be straightened by working on teeth?
My gratitude to my patients. Most of the things I learned from my patients. So I actually work on 3 dimensions on them. Whatever treatment I'm doing for them, I always have a cervical spine in my mind. So when I fix it, I see all this magic happening. Somebody's leg straightens up, somebody's off the neck collar, which they've been wearing for years together for spondylosis. Somebody's, sleep apnea got corrected. So all these things I learned, but best part is I documented each and everything.
Okay. We also saw that you have studied neuromuscular dentistry. What does it exactly mean, or what part does it cover?
Nerve and dentistry from head to toe. See, when in dentistry, it's very sad that, dental and the medical world is poles apart. They think that as if teeth are not part of body. But teeth are, the most powerful because they are in art. Teeth have the maximum enamel in it. So that makes the body super strong. And everything moves with muscles and nerve from head to toe. So if teeth alignment is not correct, even your feet will get affected. Knee will get affected. So that's how from head to toe, nerve and muscles are connected with, the way teeth are aligned. So that's nothing but neuromuscular dentistry.
And how does one get into this field?
It's all there. I think occlusion is, the main subject which is taught in prosthodontics. So people who study that and rehabilitation, and I think it is the main thing. It is the main cause of. It's the main make or break of your practice. If you know it, I think you are a fantastic dentist. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Whether you do implantology, you do laser, you do root canal, you do anything, or orthodontics. But I think if you keep neuromuscular dentistry in your mind before performing anything, I think that's the way forward.
You also write articles on posture. What inspires you and motivates you to write on that topic?
See, I think the article which you're talking about, the Troika, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it so happened that I entered into the medical world. It is not printed in a dental journal. It is in the chest physicians of India. It's in that journal. So I have entered into the medical domain. It so happened that the chest physician said that you have done so much work, why don't you write an article for us? And that's how it happened. It was suggested that they should know that the dentist can really help patients with sleep apnea and acidity and stuff.
Okay. So do you also teach?
Yes, but not in a college anymore. I was a professor and a head of the department in Vaidehi Dental College in Bangalore, and I think I stopped teaching, college teaching in way back, I think in 2010. But yes, private courses are on.
What does teaching mean to you? How do you enjoy teaching?
I think when you teach, I think you learn more. And that is why I'm a forever student. So this is most dear to my heart. What am I going to achieve just keeping all the knowledge with myself? When I share it, it's so beautiful.
That's true. Your favorite topic to take lectures on?
Oh, it's neuromuscular dentistry.
Okay.
Posture and face, yeah.
How does one sign up for a course with you?
Actually, we were to launch course, but the COVID struck. So once this settles down, we are definitely going to announce it, maybe through Chesa, students know that people have been inquiring, they know it. So
Okay.
that will be announced. Yeah.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate the level of education at the BDS level in India.
I think it's not moving with time. Science is changing by an hour.
Yeah.
So if you don't keep yourself along with the time, I feel very sad. I never have associate dentists who are experienced. I like to take raw, fresh from the college. And when they come into the clinic, they have not seen most of the things. They do not know anything. That I think is very sad, because I think the equipment and the materials that are provided are, I think there is a limitation in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How important is studying and upgrading knowledge after MDS for dentists? Because MDS is master, so maybe dentists become a little comfortable. But how important it is to continuously keep upgrading?
Oh, you will be way behind if you don't update yourself, you don't attend conferences, and you don't meet, you always learn from failures. That's what I always believe in. You must have failures. So that's what is mostly discussed in conferences. A good teacher will always talk about failures. I think that is the teacher I would like to follow. And you learn so much that you will not commit those mistakes. Yeah. So constantly updating is the paramount if you want to move ahead. Otherwise, if you just want to survive, I think it's fine. Otherwise, you have to keep learning. Yeah.
Most memorable workshop conducted till date?
All of them are very special. There's not any one particular I can think of, but yes, the one conducted in Africa. Africans are lovely people. I think that is very close to my heart. But otherwise, most of the workshops are. I can't pinpoint honestly.
Okay. You also conduct workshops on patient awareness. Why is patient awareness so important in your eyes? And how do you do it to keep spreading it?
Yes, it's so important because this is the initiative which you have taken. You are asking me. Nobody asks a dentist what is new happening in your field. Otherwise, if you have a PR agency, it's a different thing. So how do you reach out to people? How would people know? People would associate a dentist with only a missing tooth, only a root canal, only a filling, only a gum issue. They don't think that, if you have a migraine, dentist can help. They don't think if you have a backache, a dentist can help. So it becomes very important for me to constantly educate people that, there is another solution than just the medicines and the surgery and Ayurveda or maybe other fields, naturopathy, etc.
Do you have your own dental clinic?
Yes, I do. I have my own clinic in Bangalore, central Bangalore. It's off MG Road.
What is its name and how you came up with that name?
Its name is CORE. CORE actually stands for Center for Oral Rehabilitation and Education. We have just shortened it and made it short and sweet, CORE. And I feel that when you say word CORE, it has a lot of depth in it.
3 most common procedures done at your clinic.
It's mainly we have implants, orthodontics, and my posture work, cervical spine treatment. That's most dear to my heart.
Your favorite treatment to practice?
Yeah, these are the 3. You said also we do a lot of hair graftings and stuff in the clinic.
Yeah.
My favorite is implantology and the posture work, cervical spine work.
Okay. Tell us about your first or most challenging case till date.
Yeah, but I think the one shortcut that I took, patient said, the patient temperament, it's very important. You're not treating a machine, you're treating a human body and human psyche. So it's very important to understand their need and expectation. And if you don't live up to that, they are going to hound you forever. So one such case, I had real problem. And another challenge I had that I had not documented. And as I said, you learn from mistakes. And ever since, I'm extremely careful. Every small thing I document so that I'm safe. Even if your intentions are clear, but then something goes wrong, then nobody spares you.
Any advice for other dentists or young dentists when they get stuck in some challenging cases?
Always reach out to your colleagues, always reach out to seniors. There will be somebody always there to help you. So if you find any challenge, I think you should not think that, what I should do. Seek help.
You also speak on topics of New Age dentistry. Can you brief us on what does that mean?
New Age dentistry is nothing but, gone beyond dentistry. Like the subject which I've been, analyzing, just not focus on the teeth part of it, analyze the face, analyze the body, analyze the spine, all 3 dimensions, arc, and all of this. That is nothing but, moving beyond dentistry. That is the New Age dentistry.
Okay. And during this interview, we could clearly figure out that dentistry is your passion.
Yes.
But in one word, if someone asks you, or if you wanted to, motivate a person who is still confused to go into dentistry or not, what does you tell him or her that what does dentistry actually mean?
Dentistry is my hobby, Sakshi. And when you are pursuing your hobby, you don't get bored. You want to do more and more. You start enjoying it. So a lot of people whom I meet, the young dentists especially, they say, oh, what is there in dentistry? There's no scope, there's no future. So I feel the beginning itself is wrong. If you do not appreciate something which you're starting with, then it's not going to work.
Yeah, absolutely right. Top three qualities you would suggest a dentist should have.
Passion, first and foremost, passion you have to have. You have to be ethical, and you have to be hardworking, because it's not like a corporate job that everything will be served to you on a platter. But it's a lot of hard work, because you're not just with the machinery or with the human body. It's a different kind of a ballgame altogether.
What are the principles or values that have helped you achieve so much in life?
I think when you treat your patient as your family, and even if something goes wrong, patients will be there with you because you are truthful, you mean well, and you're not God, right? You and I are not God. We are only there to heal people. Some things can go wrong. But if you are truthful and you mean well, then it works.
As a women dentist, do you feel your journey has been more challenging in any way, in comparison to, let's say, a male dentist?
Not really. All this is, from the beginning, I have maintained that it's all in the mind. When I did my Max Pack, and my students would always say that, we want to be like Dr. Sanghamitra. I will always say that, you'll be better than me. You don't have to be Sanghamitra, because it has to be in your mind. If you want to conquer the world, nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. So it's not a man or a woman thing.
Yeah.
It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind.
Your advice to all the young divas in dentistry, young female dentists?
What is so sad is a lot of them give up. They get married or they relocate. Don't do that. You have to, if you have gotten into dentistry, love it and go for it. Things will just unfold in front of you and you will be successful.
Okay. What does success mean to you?
It's a journey, Sakshi. Every day I fall and I get up and walk again. That is success to me.
That's true. But till date, what you find is like the biggest achievement of your life?
Have I really achieved anything? I'm not sure. I think long way to go. Things just are unfolding, every day. And every day is beautiful. When something beautiful happens, I'm top of the world. And then that inspires me to, do more and more.
What keeps you motivated?
My love for dentistry. Every day is a new day, and I know that something beautiful is going to happen.
Anything you are excited about or looking forward to in the near future?
I'm waiting for, I'm doing so much of work, and I feel that, there is so much more to unfold in front of me, which I'm not aware of, and I'm waiting for that unknown to happen.
Tell us about your experience running your clinic in, current COVID times.
Honestly, I've not had any problem. Patients want to come, and because they know the kind of, the protocols we follow. That's been amazing. So nobody fears coming to the clinic. I honestly have not had a single problem. I feel that, we hardly had to change anything, because my clinic from the very beginning ran like, following all the protocols. Only thing is now we are geared up in all the surgical gowns and PPEs and all that stuff. Other than that, no problem at all.
But since COVID has hit it has hit all the professions, including dentistry. Any advice to people who are demotivated and who are waiting for this time to get over, to young dentists?
Don't need to be fearful at all, because now people have understood the value of health, and we are going to bounce back, and how. So no one needs to worry at all. It is again in the mind, some fear people have created. Whatever has to happen will happen. You and I cannot stop. So why should we spoil our today thinking about that? I think I believe in that.
Tell us a little bit about your association with Chesa.
Oh, something, Sakshi. The implants that I use is Megagen now, but I was exposed to Megagen in Africa, and yes, the implants reached Africa before it came to India. And when we used this system, we were fascinated. We said, wow, everything is so beautiful about this implant system, and we have to have this in India. So when this happened, and we was extremely happy, we immediately picked it up, and I've been working ever since. The implant system is fabulous. The support from Chesa is amazing. I mean, previous night, if I make a phone call and the next morning I have the stuff available in the clinic. So after that, a lot of people approach me. I think I have some 11 systems in my clinic. But 7 or 8 years ever since I'm using Megagen. When did you launch? I don't remember. But whenever you launched, ever since I've been working with Megagen. And I've not looked back.
That's very nice, and that's so sweet of you, ma'am, to say such kind words. We have come towards end of our interview. We have just 2 questions left. So, a short message to our viewers.
Just be positive today's time, and whatever you are doing, do it with, believe in it, do it with passion. I think that is most important in today's day and time, because I feel that people are scared. If you are fearful, you are inviting it into your life.
Yeah.
So that is my message to everyone, to be happy, whatever situation. You don't need, you need too little to live.
Yeah.
So what are we chasing? And the best wealth you can ever have is health. So you have to take care of yourself. That's all I believe.
Okay, so moving on to the last questions of the day. How did you like a 77 question format?
Oh, this is amazing, the way you customize it for every person you are interviewing. That is the best part. The youngsters, they talk about, fun thing, and the senior citizen like me, talks more about whatever work I have done. So I think you're doing a fabulous job, Sakshi, and keep it up this way. And I think, and this is another thing which I felt that there is a lot to learn from these things, because as I said, we don't have any kind of PR. So if people watch something like this, even if 1 or 2 takeaways they have from this, life is, whatever you are doing is successful.
That's true. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time. It was lovely talking to you.
Pleasure.